Doing a little things a little differently. I'm thinking I may do more of a educational kind of instructional thing. I don't know. I'm just thinking of shading a sphere, so and kind of show you how that's done. And I've had a lot of people ask, "Well, how I paint?" And I'm like, "Man, I just throw it around." And this is what I do. Right, got me a little canvas board here. And I'm just gonna throw it out. And for the instructor purpose, I'm gonna start with a little vine charcoal. I usually use this. I like this because it's a little softer than the usual square stuff you see. But I'll just start by kind of rotating off of my, and as you can see, it's not very roundish. It's kind of just placing it there. And yeah, you're supposed to be more confident with your brush, your pencil marks, but whatever. That kind of, yeah, it's enough to start painting, I guess. And I'm just gonna use burnt umber and titanium white. And I just go in there, get a little burnt umber, and I fill it in. As I fill it in and color it, you can see it's just flat. There's nothing to it. There's no shape. There's no, well, there's shape, but there's no depth. And that's what I want to put into my paintings, like adding depth. And again, I want to make this like a short video. And look, you see a little lightness and darkness, and that's mostly because of the white background and where paint becomes a little light, or not light, but paint is not as thick there, or yeah, it's just not as painted as much. All right, there we go. I want the light source to come in from kind of this angle. So I'm thinking I can get a little white and I'll just put that right here. Kind of work it in. And because it's wet paint, it's something that you're gonna have to keep working with and keep doing. So a little more white. That's not bad. But I want a little more. Get the junk off the brush. Just paint that there on the palette. Get a little white. Because I kind of want to, like I said, I want the white here. So I want the lightness here. So I don't want it on the edge. I want it right there on that spot. So I'll just keep blending in white until I kind of get that feel. Dabbing is a good process, but also I like to just, well, I blend it with the brush strokes. But you let it sit and dry for just a couple of seconds. Then you can blend it in and get the colors to work a little bit more. Yeah, that didn't really work. I should have waited longer. Alright, it's not bad. It's coming along. I want to reestablish that edge and put a little darkness on that edge. Because like I said, I want the the light here. So I'm going to take a little burnt umber right on the edge of my brush and put that along here. And this technique can be used on anything, especially with burnt umber and titanium white, since both colors are kind of almost transparent. I guess it works good on shading stuff, on lightning stuff. And that's, I mean, take it, that's with acrylic paint. I don't know how it acts, if it even exists in other mediums. That's kind of what I want. Yeah, still one darker. See, I like the darkness here, and I wanted a little bit of that on the edge. But I'm having a hard time because there's a lot of paint on the canvas. Or paint on the board, or however you want to put it. So a lot of times you dab it in. It's not bad. Umber. That's better. But you can see how it's become less of a circle and more of a sphere. And that's really what I want from this shading. And it's just a little piece. I mean, if I wanted, I could put a, let's see, a bigger sphere, kind of right, let me see, right around here. And again, this is, well, anyway, this is something you can play with before you actually start putting paint on, so you can make these decisions before you paint. But I mean, it's your painting and your little universe, so that's just, it just becomes how you want it. Go. That's a little better. Better. Again, I'll add a little more white. So with the light coming here, getting a little much paint, like I said before. The more paint there is, the more liquid there is, and obviously the longer it takes to dry. Acrylic kind of nice because you can blend it, and it usually, if it's thin enough, it dries within a couple of seconds. But when you start building paint up the blend, it can take a little longer. But obviously once it dries, you can't blend, so it's kind of a balance between the two. Yeah, that's not great. Get some more white in there. Well, anyways, I can play with this for ages to get this working right, and that's part of what painting is all about. And you want this guy to live on top of that guy, so you got to add shadow and that's, yeah, I think that clips him a little too much. Go back and paint it. I could have masked it out and kind of protected it, but that's usually not how I paint. It's starting to have a little depth. Starting to get there. I hope this is helped in just some basic shading processes. Who knows? Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment. Thank you for tuning in.